Hi everyone, welcome back in for game 2 of our doubleheader here today. As the Fort Scott Greyhounds take on the Allen Red Devils. Just about ready to get things started here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. Leading off for the Red Devils. And the first pitch is grounded out towards short. Picked by Fort Scott, low throw, and it gets away. On down to second base is the batter. That is Bjarn Reinhardt. So first batter on and over to second base for the Red Devils, and now they bunt to first, and not enough time to make the play there, so everybody's safe. That is Cale Clark. He's the DH here in game 2, and he reaches on a bunt single. Up to third is Reinhardt. We'll get the scoreboard updated here in just a minute. Second baseman Garrett Rush is now batting. And he's got a 2-0 count on him. Now 2-1. Starting pitcher for the Greyhounds here in game 2 is JT Adams. He's now got a 2-2 count on him, on the batter. Fort Scott won the first game in 8 innings. So this game should be a 7-inning game as well. And a called third strike, so nice job to come back and get the first out of the inning. Now Parker Martin will step up. Parker Martin, the shortstop today, hitting in the cleanup spot here in game 2. First pitch to him here. That's roped into right center field. That's going to score a run. Runner from first. Oh, he did stop at second. I thought he went around to third. So runners on first and second now after Martin singles to right field. And scores the first run of the game. Now Anthony Talpa will come in. He was a pinch hitter in the first game. The ball gets away from the catcher, and down 90 feet go both runners. Another pitch that's low. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the batter. Anthony Talpa. He's at first base here in game 2. Pinch hit for the DH in the first game. He'll take a walk here. So that'll load the bases with only 1 out. First pitch to Logan Martin is in there for a strike. Martin, the third baseman here in game 2. And a strikeout. Another strikeout here. 2 outs now. Here in the top of the first. 1 run already in. Caleb Horsey will bat now. He also pinch hit in the first game. 1-0 pitch. This is grounded off his foot towards the first baseman. Foul ball. And that wind really kicking up again. Swung through and missed, so strike 2. Once again, Bjorn Reinhardt leading off. He's in left field for Allen. He's already come around and scored after a base hit. Cale Clark is the DH. He's hitting second. Garrett Rush hitting third. He's at second base. We'll finish the lineup in just a moment, and we'll do it at the next half inning as that ball's flied out to left field, and that will finish the top of the first. So Allen does get a run, but that's all they get, and they lead it 1-0 going to the bottom of the first here at Lions Stadium. This is Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. So your lineup for the Fort Scott Greyhounds here in game number 2 is going to look very similar, actually exactly the same as the lineup for game number 1. Leading off, playing right field, Mike Polubinski. Hitting second, playing third is Luke Stout. Batting third, playing first, is Jarrett Nelson. The catcher, Ty Gillespie, is going to clean things up. Left fielder Joey Little bats fifth. Hitting sixth is Cord Dobrinsky. He'll be the DH here in game number 2. Aiden Slott bats seventh. He's the center fielder. Maka Shigematsu bats eighth. He's at second base again. And Owen Rush is the shortstop batting ninth, with JT Adams on the mound for the Greyhounds. Already through a half inning. Here's the first pitch, and that's fouled back by Polubinski. Another foul ball, 0-2. And now 1-2 as that pitch is a little bit high. Polubinski did not get a base hit in the first game, but he did reach base. It'll be a swinging strike three. They'll have to throw it down to first, and they can't complete it as the ball got away from the catcher. So that will be a strikeout, but the wild pitch will get Polubinski to first. First pitch to Stout is fouled off right side. Stout was officially 0 for 4 in game 1. Didn't get hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Pitch just outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the Greyhound third baseman. That wind really kicking up now out of the southeast. Almost looks like it's moving the flagpole out there for the American flag out in right field. Definitely moving the flag and just about everything else here at the ballpark today. Check the runner at first. Allen with a run in the first. Now Fort Scott trying to get it back here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Fouled off left side. Count remains 2-2. Line drive caught by the first baseman. Tough luck again for the Greyhounds. It was not Stout that did that in the first game. It was Shigematsu who did that in the first game. And it turned into a double play. That one nearly turned into a double play, but Polubinski was able to get back to the bag. So now Jarrett Nelson bats with 1 out. Jarrett Nelson was officially 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but he walked twice. He was hit by a pitch once. He scored 2 runs, including the game-winning run in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Greyhounds in that first one. Again, Fort Scott did not lead until they took the 8 7, or is it 9-8? 9-8 advantage there in the bottom of the 8th inning. First game scheduled to be a 7-inning game. Second game scheduled to be a 9-inning game unless the first game goes extra innings. So this one should be a 7-inning as well, as we did go into the 8th in the first game. 3-1 now the count on Jarrett Nelson. Brandon McCarnan is the starting pitcher. For the Red Devils, this one's hit out towards left field. That wind's going to knock it down, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder. So out number 2. That's a ball that on a normal day probably is out. But the wind really kicking up from left field. And now Ty Galuski will step in. Got a feeling I know which walk-up song is my camera guy's favorite today. Was it Crazy Nights by the Eagles? I don't think that's the right name of that song, but it was an Eagles song nonetheless for the Greyhounds backstop. Here's the ball lined into center field. Coming on and making the catch is the center fielder, though, and that will be out number 3. So Fort Scott able to get a base runner, but that's it. Strand him at first. We'll go to the second in just a moment. It's still 1-0 Red Devils. Excuse me. Leading off the top of the second, another first pitch base hit. This one for Tyler Martin. Of the Red Devils. Here's a bunt, but it's foul. The number 9 man in the batting order here today. Here in game 2, Kale Cluenzo. He was a leadoff man in the first game, played in right field. Now he's in center field here in game 2. And the number 9 batter. Nothing in 2 the count. Snap throw to first. Ooh, close play, but he is back safely. And another strikeout. Now nothing in 2. This is Reinhardt, the leadoff man, who singled and scored in the first inning for the Red Devils. Now foul ball. Out of play. Count will remain 0-2. Greyhounds trying to pull off the sweep here today. They trailed pretty much the entire way in game 1. It was tied at 5 and tied at 8. But they were able to get the walk-off run in the bottom of the 8th inning of game 1. Here's the pitch. That's low and away. Looked like JT really kind of powered up on that one. But it missed low. Here's the 1-2. There's another fastball in there, and it swung on and missed. So another strikeout, second of the inning. And now there are 2 outs with a runner on first. For Cale Clark, he had a bunt single in the first inning. Stranded on third, though. And takes a strike there. 1 ball and 1 strike. And now 1-2. Taken outside of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now grounder towards short. Nice pick. Throw to first a little bit low, but a great pick by Nelson over there as well. So great job all the way around. Owen rush to Jarrett Nelson, and that'll retire the Red Devils here in the second. They get a base runner, but that's it. On the leadoff single, they strain him at first, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Your score, Allen 1, Fort Scott nothing. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. as we head to the bottom of the second. Greyhounds will send Joey Little to the plate. And he's now got a 2-0 count. Little is the left fielder in game one today. Had a home run. Also scored 2 runs. He was hit by a pitch twice and reached on an error that ended up winning the game in game one. Three and 1 the count now on the Greyhounds left fielder. This one's hit out towards right field. That could be gone again up in that jet stream, and it is. Second home run of the day, first of game 2 for Joey Little. Opposite field again. So the Greyhounds tie it up here in the bottom of the second inning, and that was, he led off the bottom of the second in game 1 with the home run to right field. Now Cord Dobrinsky will step in. Takes a first pitch strike. Cord in game 1 today had a sacrifice bunt, also a walk, otherwise 0 for 2. It's fouled right back towards our camera. Count goes to 1-2 on the Greyhound designated hitter today. 1-2 pitch. Fouled right back, same spot. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. That'll even the count 2-2. Nobody out, bottom of the second. We're tied at 1. After the leadoff home run by Little. Here's a ball popped up right side, and it'll get out of play. Another breaking ball that just didn't break enough. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch, foul tip, but caught by the catcher, and that'll be out number 1. Now Aiden Slott will step in. Center fielder for the Greyhounds. This one's popped up. Whedon's going to carry it out towards right center field. And it's going to be caught by the second baseman for out number 2. Now Maka Shikamatsu steps in. Maka in game 1 singled and scored in the 4th inning of that first game. He was actually 3 for 4. And the only time he got out was a very hard line drive right at the first baseman in his first at bat. Fouls a breaking pitch off. Now shortens to bunt, but bunts foul, so 0-2. Very slow breaking ball there. Zach Grinke special. It's fouled back right over towards us. So the count remains 0-2. And now low for ball one. One-two pitch. This one's hit out towards left center field. Coming in the left fielder, and he's going to... Did he make the catch? He did. Nice play by the left fielder, Reinhardt. Tough luck for the Greyhounds. But they do get a run and tie it up here in the bottom of the second. We'll go to the third. We're tied at 1. This is Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. As we head to the third inning. Again, the Greyhounds are tied with the Red Devils here. And now 1-2 the count on the first batter here in the third inning for Allen. That's Garrett Rush. He struck out looking his first time. 2-2 already the count on him. Here's the pitch. That one's high and fills the count. So a strikeout will start the inning, and now Parker Martin will step in. He's the shortstop here in game 2. Hit out towards left field, coming in and making the play. Joey Little, he had to time it up just a little bit, make sure he could get to it, but did, and it's out number 2. First pitch to Anthony Talpa is in there for a strike. 0-1. JT Adams didn't start this game very well, but he's rallied and pitched very well. Low throw there, but that'll be in time as Owen Rush had to go back on it. Jared Nelson needed to take the throw on a bounce, but did, and that'll retire the Allen Red Devils in order here in the third inning. So no runs cross the plate on No hits, no errors, no one left. At the end of 2.5, it's still 1-1. Allen and Fort Scott. This is Greyhound baseball on Duckbait TV. First pitch to the bottom of the third is fouled off by Owen Rush. He's the shortstop for the Greyhounds. As we start the bottom of the third here. Woods in there for a strike. 0-2. Two-0 pitch on the way, just off the outside corner. Good eye from Owen Rush. Owen in game one today was 2 for 3. Had a strikeout, also an intentional walk. Strikes out here, and that'll start the inning with an out. So back to the top of the order, and Mike Polubinski, who struck out but reached first on a wild pitch his first time. Takes a first pitch strike in this at bat. Nice breaking ball there, but it misses. 1-1. We had pretty much, we've had the wind since we got here today, but pretty much straight sunshine in game one. Now the clouds are starting to roll in a little bit. This doubleheader was originally scheduled to start at 2 this afternoon, but there is a possibility of some weather coming in this evening, so they moved it up a couple hours to hopefully get everything in. 3-1 is the count on the batter, Mike Polubinski. Here's the 3-1. Fouled off at the plate. Count goes full. So again, we were supposed to start at 2 o'clock today, moved it up a couple hours to hopefully get ahead of some of the weather. It's possibly moving in this evening. Here's the pitch, it's low, and another walk for Greyhound batters. First one of this game, but they had a few in the first. Now a base runner with one out for Luke Stout. Will bunt. Great bunt down the third base line, and nobody can get to it. So everybody's safe. And now Jarrett Nelson will step up. First pitch to him, he's in there for a strike. Nelson flew out to left field his first time. And is now down in the count 0-2. And in this at bat, runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. It's high. One out, bottom of the third. Greyhounds trying to rally here. Pitch is low. Good eye there from Nelson. Looked like he wanted to swing at that, but realized in plenty of time that it was not going to be a strike. Pitch is low. 3-2. Check on the runner at first. Or excuse me, second. Nothing doing there. 3-2 on the way. Breaking ball too high. And another walk for the Greyhounds here in the third inning. That'll load the bases with one out. For the catcher, Ty Gillespie. Another great opportunity here for the Hounds. They had trouble capitalizing on all their good opportunities in the first game. We'll see what they can do here with the bases loaded and one out. Bottom of the third. Tie game for Ty Gillespie at the plate. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. 0-1. Nothing in two as Ty fouls another pitch back. I think he thought that ball was going to break over the middle of the plate. He had a swing like he was trying to hit that ball to Uniontown. And with the wind today, it might get there. Pitch is high. So 1-2. Fouled back against the screen again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, don't forget, we'll be up on the hill next Saturday. The Greyhounds softball team will be at home. We'll have their doubleheader next Saturday. The following Saturday, on the 20th, we'll be right back here at Lions Stadium. Lions Field. Greyhound softball team has converted Ty Kohler Field into their main field now. It is an all-turf field, so that's where we'll be next Saturday. And a called third strike, and Ty knew it. Just a little bit too late on the decision, and it'll be a strikeout. So 2 outs now. Bases still loaded for the Hounds. And a pitch low. So 2-0 now. Joey Little had that home run to lead off the second. That tied the game. This one's poked into left field. Will it get down? It will. This might score 2. It got by the left fielder. Maybe even 3. Here comes Nelson. He will score. Into third is Little, and he's got the 2 most difficult legs of the cycle, if they count that as a triple. I would, as that ball was, the wind is almost swirling now. You're really playing havoc, and I think they've called that a triple. So 3-run score for the Hounds. They now lead it 4-1. Two and 0 the count. Now on Cord Dobrinsky. That one catches the inside part of the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Runner on third. And 4 RBI for Joey Little. He has knocked in all 4 runs so far in Game 2 for the Greyhounds. Ball's fouled off right side. That'll get out of play over by the Greyhound hitting facility. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the designated hitter for the Greyhounds. He had Fort Scott using the exact same lineup here in Game 2 that they had for Game 1. Allen's lineup a little bit different. A couple of guys switching positions. A couple extra guys in the lineup. The 3-2 pitch hits Cord. He'll reach first. Now runners on the corners. And the inning's still alive here for the Greyhounds. So Aiden Slott will come in. He grounded out to second his first time. First pitch misses off the inside corner. Brandon McCarnan, the starting pitcher for Allen, and now they're going to have a meeting at the mound. He had a pretty good first inning. First couple innings, really. He struck out the first batter he faced, Polubinski. Now that was a wild pitch that resulted in Polubinski reaching first, but he was stranded at first. A line out, fly out, and 2 flyouts into the first inning. Then after the home run, solo homer to lead off the second by Little, he got a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out to end the second. But here in the third, he has faced some problems, and Fort Scott has made him pay for those. They now lead at 4-1. There are 2 outs, but still runners on the corners. Lefty has the sign, readies and delivers, but it's high, 2-0. Good eye by Slot. If he can reach, it'll be Shigematsu once again. one's popped up. Will it stay on the infield? That wind is going to blow it towards foul ground. It is going to be caught, though. Nice job by the second baseman, Garrett Rush, to go over and make that play. That is a ball that ordinarily would have probably been caught in the normal spot for a second baseman. But the wind blew it all the way to foul territory. Still caught, though, 4 and out. Fort Scott does score 3 here in the third, and they take a 4-1 lead. We'll be back in just a moment with the 4th inning. This is Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. So the first pitch of the top of the 4th. Missed the strike zone. Nothing in 1, or 1-0. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled off. That'll be a strike. This one's fouled off. This pitch is fouled off left side. Caleb Horsey now 1-1 on the count. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ground ball right side. That'll get through for a base hit. On to third is Martin. That looks better. Runner goes from first. There's the ball hit out towards left field. It's caught. Here comes a throw, and it's not going to be, they're not going to try to run the runner. Nice job by Joey Little out there in left field. He is all over this game so far for the Greyhounds, as he was able to get to that ball and get it in quickly. And the runners have to retreat. Now the number 9 man in the order, Cale Cluenso, in center field here in game 2. He's going to ground this one foul. 0-1 pitch that is in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. So a strikeout there. And now there are 2 outs as Bjorn Reinhardt will go back to the plate. Ground ball right side. Nice pick by Shigematsu, excuse me. But he has no play. He got over there to keep the ball from getting into the outfield, but couldn't come up with it to make a play at first, so everybody's safe. The runner from third scores and makes it 4-2. Could have been worse than that had Maka not gotten to that ball cleanly, or had not gotten to the ball. And now 2-0 on the next hitter. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. This one's hit foul on the left field line. It's going to get out of play. Ty trying to frame that one, but it was a little bit low and inside. Cale Clark has a 3-1 count now. This one's hit to left field. A nice jump by Joey Little. He'll chase it down, and that'll be out number 3. A run does score, but that's all they get. Here in the 4th inning, it is now Fort Scott 4 and Allen 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in just a few moments. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. Bottom of the 4th inning starts with Maka Shigematsu for the Greyhounds. And first pitch is inside. Ground ball to first. Routine play there for Anthony Talpa, and that's out number 1. Excuse me. Owen Rush now will hit. He is 0 for 1 here in game 2. now 0-2 on Rush. He struck out his first time. That led off the third inning that ended up being a 3-run inning for the Greyhounds. Now 1-2. Three balls and two strikes. Here's the pitch. That's outside. And ball 4. So Rush takes a walk. And now Mike Polubinski will step back up. He walked and scored his last time back in the third. A bunt. Oh, a great bunt right out in front of third base. Throw to first. Not in time and gets away. Everybody's safe, and now everybody's going to move up. And here comes the runner, Rush. He will score as that ball not only got away from the first baseman, but it got up the right field line a bit. So another run here for the Greyhounds. And now Polubinski is out at second base. Still one out, but now 5-2 in favor of the Greyhounds. Luke Stout is 1 for 2. Ooh, swung through and missed. Foul tip that one. Looked like he was just right. He was right on it, just missed it. This one's hit out towards left center. Not much of a move there for Reinhardt, the right fielder, or left fielder rather. He'll make the play, and that's out number 2. So now Jarrett Nelson comes up. He walked and scored in the third. He's also flied out to left field. Now time call. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Pitch high and tight, 1-0. McCarnan is the first left-handed pitcher that Allen has thrown today. They threw 3 guys in the first inning, all righties. McCarnan, the only pitcher they've used so far here in game 2. 2-0 the count. Now the pitch, a little bit high. So 3-0. Foul ball at the plate. Count goes to 3-1. Five to 2 your score. Runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Fort Scott Greyhounds lead the Allen Red Devils, trying to complete a league sweep here today. And must have been a pitch clock violation there. That turns into a walk. So now Ty Galuski will step in with runners on first and second for the Greyhounds. Foul ball. Sounded like it nicked the catcher's mask just a little bit. Fouled off left side. That'll get out of play. Might hit the Allen bus. Nothing and 2 the count. Oh, that one's poked out towards center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Might score 3 or 2. 1 run is in. Here comes the second as Nelson rounds the back. Throw is not in time, and it's actually going to get away from the catcher. And up to third, they will get him. Oh, they say he got under the tag. Nice job by Galuski. So 2 more runs score for the Greyhounds. They lead it now 7-2. First pitch here to Joey Little is in there for a strike. And he is a double and single shy of the cycle here today. Here's the pitch. Off the inside corner. Breaking ball there that just didn't break enough. Stays outside. Count goes to 2-1. And now 3-1 as they miss again, high and away. Grounded at third. This should be out number 3, and it is. As Logan Martin snags it quickly, gets it over to Talpa, and that'll retire the Greyhounds. But 3 more runs score in the frame, and Fort Scott leads at 7-2 as we head to the 5th in just a few moments. This is Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. First pitch of the top of the fifth is roped into right center field. That's going to get up against the wall. It'll be extra bases for the Allen leadoff batter. That is Garrett Rush, the second baseman, with the double to right center field. So quickly, a runner out there at second here in the fifth for the Red Devils. And that'll bring Parker Martin back to the plate. Parker Martin is 1 for 2 today. Single back in the first. Two 2-0 the count now on Parker Martin. I believe there's 3 Martin kids on this Red Devil team. I think we've seen all 3 of them here in action today. 2-1 the count. That one's outside, so 3-1 now. And that one's outside for a ball 4. So pretty good game so far for JT Adams. Now we're going to have Coach Hill come out to the mound. And this may be a pitching change. We'll see. Can't quite tell. Somebody's warming up in the bullpen from our angle here, but Coach Hill was moving pretty quickly out there to the mound. Foul ball, 1 ball and 1 strike now to Anthony Talpa. He did not start the first game, but he did come in and pinch hit. Starts the second game here at first base. Now 2-1. Again, Allen just a little bit under 500 overall on the record. 5-14 now in the Jayhawk Conference. This one's fouled off and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one, he did go. He tried to hold up but couldn't. And that's strike 3. Tough luck there for Talpa. Great pitch by JT. As he really handcuffed Talpa that time. First pitch to Logan Martin, and this at bat is low. This one's fouled off right side, and it will get out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on first and second. For the Allen Red Devils from Iola, Kansas. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Will it stay in play? It will not. Just did miss on the 1-2. JT kind of took a couple extra seconds looking in at home plate umpire. Here's the pitch as he's ready to go and does get the third strike there. Looked like a quick pitch that time by JT and maybe caught Logan Martin by surprise. Either way, it works out for a strikeout for the Greyhounds. Now 2 outs with 2 on. Top of the 5th. This one's hit into center field. Coming on, and it's going to fall in front of the center fielder. And nice throws. Get in and keep the runner from first. Parker Martin from going to third on the play. Garrett Rush will score from second. But just a single for Caleb Horsey. So runner another run scores here for the Red Devils, so it's now 7-3. 2-0 the count. Tyler Martin, the catcher at the plate. Here's the pitch. 3-0 the count. Martin, the catcher here in game 2. East Rovers was the catcher in game 1. And a 4-pitch walk here to Martin. A lot of base runners all day long here in this one, and that looks like it will be the end of the day for JT Adams. Pretty good outing for him. Gave up a run in the first inning, but was solid then through the back end of the first, second, third. Gave up a run and a couple of base runners in the fourth, got his pitch count up, and now he will retire to the dugout with 2 outs and the bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. So the new pitcher for the Hounds is Lucas Rodenberg. He's a 6'2", 215-pound right-hander from Richmond, Missouri. Sophomore for the Greyhounds. A 9 appearances so far this spring. He's got a 1-0 record with 3 saves. 10 2/3 innings. He's allowed 9 hits, no runs. He's walked 3, struck out 5, and is yet to allow an earned run so far. See if he can hopefully keep that going here for the Greyhounds. First pitch is grounded towards second. They'll go to first, and that will retire the side here in the frame. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Lucas Rodenberg. Allen gets 1 run, but that's all they get. They strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 7-3 Fort Scott. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. Cord Dobrinsky will lead off the inning. For the Greyhounds. First pitch to him. A little bit high. Looks like we do have a new pitcher for the Red Devils. Get you that information here in just a moment. Line drive to third, and it's caught by the third baseman, Logan Martin. I don't know that you could hit it any harder than that. And in a good place. Martin had to lay out for it, but he did make the catch. So Aiden Slott will hit with 1 out and nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 5th. This one's hit a little bit higher down the third base. It's going to get in the left field. So base hit for Slott. He'll stop at first. Nice turn there, but he'll stop at first. And now Maka Shigematsu will hit. So 1 ball and 1 strike now to the Hawaiian second baseman for the Greyhounds. Runner goes, throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Aiden Slot. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. And Slot now in scoring position out at second base. This one's fouled out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Called third strike. Catches the outside corner. Elias Mueller, I believe, is the new pitcher for Allen. Right-hander. And first pitch to Owen Rush. Misses the zone, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. This one's popped up. Foul. And out of play. Grounder foul, pass first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. Throw down to first at high, but nice job by Anthony Talpa to bring it down and make the out. And that'll retire the Greyhounds here in the 5th. So no runs cross the plate, but Fort Scott still has the lead. It's 7-3. Greyhounds will go to the 6th in just a moment. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. So Lucas Rodenberg back out there on the mound for the Greyhounds. They'll face the top of the order here in the 6th for Allen. First pitch in there for a strike. Got kind of a slow windup, but that ball gets on the hitter pretty quickly. Swung on, hit out towards right center field. Coming over and making the catch is Aiden Scott, out number 1. Now Cale Clark steps up. He's the DH here in game 2. He was in the field in first game. Got a bunt single back in the first, but was stranded at third. He's since grounded out and flown out. Takes first pitch inside here, 1-0. One 0 pitch is fouled off left side. Now 2-1. Two 1 pitch fouled off left side. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now with 1 out. Stretch in the 2-2. Called strike 3. So Cale Clark caught looking. And now 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Garrett Rush is in there for a strike. Ground ball just foul past the bag at third. Pitch is outside, so 1 ball and 2 strikes now. One-two pitch. This one's hit out towards center field. Going back on it is slot, and it's going to get over his head up against the wall. Rounding first, heading for second is Rush. He'll be in there standing up with a double. Now the ball gets away. Nice job to back it up there by Goluski, and that'll keep Rush at second base. But 2 doubles now for Garrett Rush, and he scored the last time he doubled back in the 5th. Now Parker Martin steps up. Still 2 outs. But now a runner in scoring position for the Red Devils. First pitch to Parker Martin is grounded to short. Throw is high, but in time. And that will retire the Red Devils here in the 6th inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th in just a few moments. The Fort Scott Greyhounds still lead this one over the Allen Red Devils 7-3 here at Lion Stadium. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. So leading off the bottom of the 6th here for the Greyhounds will be Mike Polubinski. It'll be the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3. He'll be followed by Luke Stout and Jarrett Nelson. If anybody gets on, back to the catcher, Ty Goluski. Here's a ground ball on the first pitch out to short. Should be a pretty routine play. Nice throw there by Parker Martin, and that's out number 1. Now Luke Stout will step in. Luke 1 for 3 so far today. Here's the first pitch to him in this at bat, just off the inside corner, 1-0. Ball hit through the left side, a base hit. Nice job by Luke Stout, his second hit of the day. Now Jarrett Nelson will step in. Pitch is a little low and inside, 1-0. Pitchers hat fell off as well. See that a lot of times when it's windy like this. Gust catches that hat at the wrong time. And off it goes. 2-0 the count. On the batter, Nelson. Jarrett has walked twice and scored twice in this game. Officially, though, 0 for 1. He flew out in his first at bat back in the first inning. 2-1 pitch, or it's 2-0 pitch rather, is a little bit low again. And a 3-0 pitch is low, so ball 4. That's a good eye in this second game from Nelson as he's walked now 3 times. Each time Nelson's been on base, he's scored so far in this game. We'll see if that continues. As Ty Goluski steps up. Ty is 1 for 3. First pitch here is fouled off left side. 0-1. Ty so far, again, 1 for 3 in this second game. He singled his last time up back in the 4th. He's also struck out and flown out in this game. Oh, 1 pitch is fouled off left side. Oh, 2 pitch now. That one is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch on the way. Oh, nice breaking ball that does catch the outside corner. Tough luck for Ty that time, but pretty good pitch. So now 2 outs. Now Joey Little steps in. Little's homered and tripled in this game. He's also grounded out. Got some cloud cover here late in game 2. Not much in game 1. Really pretty gorgeous in game 1. We had kind of look into the sun here as we're facing southwest here at Lions Stadium. But other than that, a really gorgeous day here. The wind is making it a little bit cooler than it probably would be otherwise. Here's the pitch. This is fouled off left side. But during the first game, with the sun beating down on this turf field, as close as we are to the field here, you can kind of feel that some heat coming off of the turf. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but I felt warmer in that first game because of that. Here's the 0-1. It's in, well, almost set in the dirt. It's not possible here anymore. With this all-turf field, beautiful field. It's been here for a couple of years now. The turf on it anyway. The stadium's been here forever. Home of the Greyhounds for many, many years. Here's the pitch. Catches the inside corner, 1-2. One-two pitch. Hit towards the right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Coming around third and scoring is Stout. Excuse me. Yes, Luke Stout will score from second on the base hit. Nelson moves up to third. And the Hounds score another one on the seeing eye base hit there from Joey Little. Cord Dobrinsky now comes up. First pitch here. Hits it right side. Wind is going to carry that foul, and it's going to get out of play. Cord slammed his bat down as soon as he made contact. I think he thought, well, that's just a routine fly ball to right field, but that wind pushed it out of play. So he'll get another opportunity here. Just a long, loud strike. On a normal day, that probably would have been a fly out, routine fly out to right field, but the wind pushing it. Now pitch is high. So 1-1. Runners on the corners. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Greyhounds lead it 8-3. Trying to close out the sweep of this doubleheader here today. They trailed for much of game 1, but won it in the 8th inning. Game that was scheduled to be 7. So this game should be our 7-inning game now. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Popped up. This one looks like it might stay. Nope, it's not going to. It's going to get out into the Greyhound dugout. So a couple of foul balls there. Talk about the wind. We don't feel it down here on the field quite as much right now. But you look at the flags, and they're still out very briskly, so you get it up high enough. Those gusts will keep pushing the ball, and it worked out again, and now Cord has another opportunity here. 3-2 the count on the DH. 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 6th. Runner goes from first, and the pitch is low and away. So after all that, Cord Dobrinsky works a walk. And the bases are now loaded again for the Greyhounds. As Aiden Slott will step up. First pitch to Aiden is just off the inside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Can the Greyhounds add to their lead here? They've already got 1 run in the frame. That one, nearly hit the batter's slot. He's able to get out of the way of it, though. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. This one's fouled off right side. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And now the 2-1 pitch is low as well. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Now to Aiden Slott, trying to add to the Greyhound lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Regardless of how many more they score here, could be a nice top of the 7th for the Greyhounds. That pitch is in there for a strike, so that'll fill the count again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. The merry-go-round will start here as the pitch is delivered. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball to third. Go back on it. He'll throw across the diamond. Is not in time and gets away. And 2 runs will score. They're going to try to send the 3rd one. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's going to get away. So 3 runs score for the Greyhounds. On down to second is Slott. And now it is 11-3 Fort Scott. Started as Logan Martin at third. He waited on the hop. Tried to get a big hop that time, and with Slott's speed, that was not the right decision, obviously, that time. And then he hurried the throw and threw it away. Foul ball here by Shigematsu. He is 0 for 3 here in game 2. He was 3 for 4 in game 1. 3 singles in the only game, in the only at bat he got out in the first game was a line drive right to the first baseman. It's been a little bit more difficult here in game 2 for the Hawaiian second baseman for the Greyhounds. 2-1 pitch. Off the inside corner, 2-2. Or excuse me, 3-1. Four runs have scored here in the inning for Fort Scott. had 3 crooked number frames up there on the scoreboard in this second contest. Pitch catches the outside corner, and that'll fill the count. So another full count from Elias Mueller, the pitcher for the Red Devils. Fort Scott got 1 run in the second, but then 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and now 4 here in the sixth. Lead at 11-3. That pitch off the inside corner, and another walk will give the Greyhounds another base runner. And now the head coach for the Red Devils making that slow stroll out towards the mound. This could be a pitching change for the Allen Red Devils. Have a discussion here. Maybe they're just going over strategy. Yeah, they're going to keep Mueller in there at this point. See if he can get the final out here. So Owen Rush will bat now as the 9th man to hit in the inning for the Greyhounds. First pitch is fouled out of play. 0-1. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. 4 runs already in here in the inning for the Greyhounds. They lead at 11-3. 0-1 pitch, a little bit outside to even the count. One pitch on the way, swung through and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mueller has the sign, now delivers, and 1-2 pitch is fouled out of play. Ooh, sounded like that hit the bus. One-two pitch on the way. This one's fouled out of play again. One-two pitch. Swung and a missed. So that'll retire the Greyhounds here in the 6th, but they played 4 more, and they now lead at 11-3 as we head to the 7th. This is Fort Scott Greyhound Baseball on Duckbait TV. So we start the top of the 7th inning. The Fort Scott Greyhounds lead at 11-0. And now 0-2 the count on the Red Devil batter, Anthony Talpa. That one misses, 1-2. That one misses as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball hit out towards right field. Nice job by Aiden Scott to chase it down. And that'll be out number 1. So center fielder ranging over to right center to make that play. And it's out number 1 of the 7th inning. Again, we were told this is the first time I've ever broadcast a Fort Scott JUCO game. We were told earlier that the first game is scheduled for 7. The second game of the doubleheader is scheduled for 9 innings. Unless the first game goes extra innings, and we didn't go 9 in the first game, but we did have extra innings in the first game. So assuming this one will be the 7th, or the 7-inning game, and Fort Scott can get out of here with a victory if they get 2 more outs. First pitch is fouled off by Logan Martin. And now he hits one out towards center field again, coming in and making a diving play. Did he make the catch? They say he did. Aiden Scott, another highlight reel play for the Greyhounds. And that is out number 2 here in the 7th. So now Caleb Horsey will step in with 2 outs and nobody on. Man, that wind is really kicking up right now. And it's maybe shifted directions just a little bit. Maybe straight out of the south instead of the southeast. It's coming more in our face right now than it's been all day. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch, right back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So the Red Devils stay alive here in the 8th or 7th inning. At least for 1 more batter. It'll be Tyler Martin, the catcher. First pitch to him is hit out towards center field. And coming over and making the play and finishing this one up is Aiden Scott. Once again, he retired all 3 outs here in inning number 7. And the Greyhounds come away with a doubleheader sweep, winning this one 11-3. So hang on for just a minute. Try to get your totals here. All right, I think I've got everything totaled up now. Nice second game for the Greyhounds as they win here in 7. It's 11-3, the final score. A couple of big offensive outputs here for the Greyhounds as Joey Little had a big second game, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 5 RBI, and he finished a double shy of the cycle. Now he got his triple and homer early, then a ground out, then a single in his last at bat. So a good day for Joey Little. He made several plays in the outfield as well, out in left field. With the way the wind has been here all day, just a great opportunity for the outfielders to show their strength, and they were able to do that today for the Tigers. Of course, Aiden Scott in center field made all 3 outs in the final inning of play. So good day here today for the Greyhounds as they get the 2 wins over Allen and improve their record to 32-7 overall and 12-4 in the Jayhawk Conference. Allen falls to 17-22 overall, 5-15 in the Jayhawk Conference. Your totals for today: Fort Scott 11 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, 7 runners left on base. 3 runs on 11 hits for Allen. Again, 3 runs on 11 hits, 4 errors, and 10 runners left on base. A lot of walks for the Greyhound hitters in this one. They also had some errors that they were able to reach and run around on. So, again, you don't see that very often, fewer hits than runs, but that was the case for the Greyhounds here today in this one. The winning pitcher is J.T. Adams. He improves to 5-0 this season. Brandon McCarnan will get the loss for the Red Devils. And then Lucas Rodenberg, it was a 4-run game, but he had the tying run coming to the plate when he entered the game. So he gets his 4th save of the season. So again, J.T. Adams improving to 5-0. Lucas Rodenberg gets his 4th save of the season for the Greyhounds, and they get the win. And again, it's number 32 on the year as they improve to 32-7 overall, and again 12-4 in the Jayhawk Conference. So looking forward to the rest of our broadcast. Again, next Saturday we will be up the hill at Ty Kohler as the Greyhound softball team will be at home, and I've forgotten now who they are playing that night. So, on Saturday, but there'll be a doubleheader there for that one, and we'll have both of those games for you on Saturday from Ty Kohler Field up on the hill. I think they still call it Ty Kohler. Used to be Ty Kohler, and now when the high school baseball team played up there, and now the Greyhounds have taken it over and made it a really nice turf field and really nice facility for themselves up there on the hill. So we'll see you from up there next Saturday, and we've got a high school softball game this week, and I cannot remember if it was Tuesday or Thursday, but anyway, we'll get more out on social media on that coming up in the next couple of days. But at least I believe it's this week. It might be next week, but anyway, we'll stay tuned to social media, and we'll let you know when we're going to be back out at Fisher Park for the Lady Tiger softball team as well. This was fun. This was a really fun thing for me to come out and do, for us to get to come out and do this week. We got asked by one of our sponsors to come out to some JUCO stuff this spring, and we're able to work a couple of dates into our schedule. So we'll be back here at Lions Stadium for the baseball team on the 20th, and then next Saturday and May 4th, we will be, I believe it's May 4th, I might have to check my dates, but we'll be at a couple of softball doubleheaders as well, including next Saturday for the Greyhounds. And the softball Greyhounds have a phenomenal record as well this year. It has been a great season for the baseball and softball teams here at Fort Scott Community College to this point. We obviously hope that they keep that going. A little nervous that I might have been some bad luck at the beginning of this one here today. It's Greyhound baseball team was behind pretty much the entire first game, but they were able to come back, get the win in walk-off fashion in Game 1. Final score was 9-8, and now winning here Game 2, 11-3. Thanks again for joining us here on Duckbait TV. We love to get out and bring you Fort Scott sports, whether it's the high school or the junior college, and we're pleased and happy to be here. So thanks for joining us, and a huge shout-out to Coach completely blanked on Coach's name. But anyway, the coaching staff has been great to work with us here Coach Hill. There we go. Huge shout out to Coach Hill. Sorry, Coach. Huge shout out to Coach Hill and the coaching staff and everybody that's been so great, gracious in helping us get going today. They gave us a table to set up at, which was great, and got us going, got us the lineups in an incredibly timely manner for both games. So a huge shout out to the folks here with the JUCO for helping us out and getting us going. And we are glad and happy to be able to come back. Hopefully next spring we can do more from a broadcast standpoint. Just a couple dates here so far, and then we'll see what happens postseason-wise for the Greyhounds. But anyway, that's down the road, and we'll let you know how that turns out. But looking forward to the rest of our dates here this spring. Again, a limited schedule. We do have a handful more Fort Scott Lady Tiger high school softball games that we're going to do for sure. And then, of course, the 2 Greyhound softball dates, and then back here on the 20th for Greyhound baseball. So, anyway, thanks again for joining us. Again, the Greyhounds get the sweep here today, winning in walk-off fashion in Game 1. The final score there was 9-8, and then winning Game 2 here 11-3. Thanks again for joining us here today. For my camera operator, my dad, Willie Abate, I'm Tony Abate, and all the duck baits out there, thanks for joining us here on Duck Bait TV, and presumably a lot of new folks tuning in today with the JUCO. So thank you so much for coming out for joining us here today. Very happy to be here and very excited to be back here on the 20th for more JUCO baseball. So thanks again for joining us. Until next time, good night, Kansas.